Hello celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Celeste Simone, and here on my channel I offer pick a card tarot readings just like this one, as well as other spiritual guidance and heart-centered energy healing. So if that is something that you're interested in, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. So welcome to another one of my 31 days of Halloween tarot pick a card readings. We have already done a bunch of spooky readings, and if you are interested in kind of catching up, seeing all the readings that I've offered so far, then you can find a link to the complete playlist down below. But if you have been following along, then you probably know that there have been some spooky readings in the past, and this one will be no different. That is why I started this reading off by lighting some sage, setting some positive intentions. I also have crystals here to cleanse the room, have my salt lamp going just to make sure that the energy is clear for this reading, because we are diving into some negative energy for today's reading. Hey guys, so this is Celeste editing from later on in this video, and what I wanted to talk about is some of the weird things that did happen while I was recording this reading and then after while editing it. If you're not interested, then feel free to head into the timestamps in the description box below where I've posted where I pick up from this voiceover. But otherwise, just keep listening. I definitely have not been experiencing anything negative or anything like that, but I just wanted to get your guys' take on some of the things that happened throughout the recording and making of this reading. There are some pretty weird things. So first off, while I was editing, I did hear some weird noises throughout this reading. Just a couple weird moments where I thought I heard something, although it could be anything in the room. You know, it could definitely be a cat or something like that. But the other part of this reading that was very strange to me was that I had cards missing. I didn't pull the right amount of cards, and I definitely was kind of feeling weirded out because that has never happened to me before with a reading where I was missing tarot cards and things like that. So I almost felt like even when I was doing this reading that something was kind of preventing me from sharing in these messages. While I was editing it, randomly the video just shut down. And granted, you know, I have glitches on my computer, but it just gave me a really eerie, odd feeling when that happened. Especially when I felt like I was kind of talking about the importance of protection and things like that, and then the video kind of crashed. And I thought I had lost all of the stuff that I had been editing, but luckily I was able to get it back. And lastly, it has been storming out really badly the entire time I've been editing this video, like more than I've seen it storm in a really long time. And yeah, it's weirding me out a little bit. So I wanted to share that with you guys and get your take on it. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and definitely, you know, I want to make sure I got these messages out there for you so that you could protect yourself if you need to, and just kind of know what your next steps were if there was any negative energy around you. So yeah, let me know below what your thoughts are about that, and if you're sensing anything. I don't feel like there's anything negative surrounding me or anything like that. You know, I feel protected, but I figure I just kind of let you guys know and see your take on it. Okay, that's it, but yeah, let's get back to the video. And as you guys know, even though that I don't believe you should live in fear of negative energy or negative entities, I do take it very seriously, and I know that it is important to protect yourself before doing a reading like this. So definitely don't expect this reading to be super gimmicky, because I do take it very seriously if we are tapping into any kind of negative energy or negative entities surrounding you or in your home. If you've seen some of my other readings about black magic or being cursed, then you know that I don't mess around with this kind of stuff, especially when I'm tapping into energy using the cards. I always bring in my angels and set the intention that we are going to be protected throughout this reading, that we aren't welcoming in any negative energy, and that once this reading is over and has been closed, that we will continue to be protected by our angels, by our spirit guides, and by a white light of protection, so that nobody watching this reading is going to be affected badly by any energy that is picked up during this reading. reading. But I do feel like it is important that if you are scared, if you are wondering if there is negative energy around you, that you do need to maybe take some steps to clear away, then I want this reading to help you guys gain some clarity on that so that you can be protected and so that you can clear your space, clear your own personal energy, and make sure that you are feeling the best that you can possibly feel and that you are surrounded by positive energy and not some negative entities that are trying to kind of affect your life. If you're as interested as I am in finding out what the cards have to say about whether or not there is a demon in your house, if it was invited in, or if there's just any negative entity surrounding you at the time of you seeing this reading, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let us dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is the crystals. Pile number 2 has a full moon. Pile number 3 is the potion bottle. And pile number 4 is the candy corn. So now is your opportunity to pause the video if you need to find the pile or piles that most resonate with you, that you're most drawn to when looking at each one of these piles. Once you find the pile that you are most resonating with, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so keep the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. Those are most likely for somebody else who has also chosen that pile, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so be sure to watch the reading all the way through to the end to receive the message or messages that you were meant to hear and that drew you to that pile. All right, with all of that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's find out what this energy has to say for itself and what the cards want you to know about anything negative surrounding you, a negative entity, a demon perhaps in your home or in your energy field right now. So let's not waste time. Let's dive in. I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here, so let's not waste time. Let's just dive right on into your tarot cards. First, we have the King of Pumpkins, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Ghosts, and the Page of Bats. So I'm seeing for you, group 1, that any negative energy that you've encountered recently or in your recent past, you're moving away from, and you're actually moving and shifting into a time of really good fortune with the Wheel of Fortune and good luck and prosperity, as well with the King of Pumpkins. And I just feel that with this masculine energy between the King of Pumpkins and also the Page of Bats or Swords, I do feel as though you have new direction, and that whatever direction you're currently going towards, where you feel drawn to, you're doing the right thing. Whatever you have left behind was the right thing to do. You're actually journeying to higher ground or to a better space energetically. I feel as though this wasn't a negative entity in your past. I don't feel as though there was any demon involved in this, but I do feel like you have to journey away from some lower vibrational people or a lower vibrational situation. I don't feel as though it was extremely threatening, but I do feel that that energy in general, I just feel like this heavy weight from wherever you were coming from. I feel like it was heavy energy that you needed to get away from, and now you are moving in the right direction. So group 1, basically from where you are at right now in your energy, you're definitely moving in the right direction. You're going to find that you gain even more clarity, even more focus as you continue in the direction that you are headed in. So yeah, definitely group 1, nothing is going to stop you now. I feel like the energy and just kind of like the general vibes surrounding you are really lifting you up and helping you move forward. And I do feel, I just kind of got the sense of a individual, a spirit, somebody who maybe passed away is helping you out. They're on the other side, guiding you forward, guiding you towards the right direction. I sense maybe this could be a grandparent for many of you. I feel like they are guiding you in the right direction and helping you to do what is right for you right now. They're helping you to find the light again in your life, and they're going to help you find new fortune in your life for sure. I feel like with the King of Pumpkins and the Wheel of Fortune, of course. So let's head on into the oracle cards for some further messages. We have Fear, Crossroads, and Hypnosis. So I feel like if there's some deep fear there of you, from you, it may be of your past. It may be of almost either returning from the past, something coming back from the past, or even just fear of the unknown of the future, since you are moving away from something that was no longer serving you. You are at a crossroads in your life, but I feel as though this is almost like, you know, this fear that you are having, it may even be kind of clouding your judgment. You feel as though you're not sure if you made the right decision, or you may be feeling as though you're not sure if the direction you're going in is the right direction. But do feel as though you have some loved ones on the other side helping you out right now, and I feel like they are really saying, I feel like, and these cards as well are really saying that you are moving away from anything that has caused you fear in the past. I don't feel that this energy is following you. I feel like it will fall away. Anything, even an individual from your past who you are fearful of, I feel like you are going to be able to kind of overcome this circumstance that you are at a crossroads at, overcome it and find your way again. And really the hypnosis is kind of coming from that fear, from that heavy energy of the previous situation that really needs to be cleansed and healed as you're moving away. But I feel like moving away from it in general and finding yourself at a crossroads, taking a new path, is going to kind of distance yourself from that heavy energy, and you won't feel so confused. You won't feel so, you know, at a loss anymore of what's right for you. You're going to be gaining some clarity, okay? And it says too, don't, you know, these cards are telling me, don't let the fear of your past make you feel as though you don't, your intuition's wrong, or make you feel as though you don't have good judgment. Because I almost feel as though it's important to know that just because somebody maybe took advantage of you at the time, or maybe guided you or gave you false information, or, you know, misguided you, gave you false information, or wasn't completely honest with you, I feel like that maybe makes you feel as though you're kind of lost to who you truly are, but your intuition is there the whole time. Just tap into it. I feel like you may already sense that you kind of sense something was wrong, but you ignored it, and now you're wiser. You have grown, you have learned from any past mistakes or learned from any past challenges, and now you're moving forward into higher ground, into more positive energy. Okay, and next we have awakening, listening, and shadow self. You are awakening from a difficult time in your life where you really did have to face some inner shadows within yourself and outside of yourself as well. Because I do feel as though there may be other people kind of involved in that, and maybe even involved in misguiding you or not being fully honest with you. I do feel with awakening though that, as I mentioned, you know, this is confirming that you are at a new level now. You aren't going to make the same mistakes, and if you feel like you do, that's just because we cycle through some patterns over and over in our life. But that doesn't mean we've taken a step back. Every time we approach the same challenge, we approach it with a new level or sense of awakening, and we're asked to kind of take on that challenge now, and now that we know better, to actually make better decisions. You know, that's why you may find you cycle into a relationship that's similar than your previous one. If you had a previous relationship where you did learn a lesson, and then you bring somebody else who's similar, and then you're kind of allowing yourself at a higher level to take on that challenge and basically, you know, do better the next time around. So listening to your intuition is going to be really important, and not actually being afraid of your shadow self, but embracing your shadow self and understanding why you may have made those decisions, being very not only accepting but understanding about that for yourself. But yeah, know that you are not the same person you were before this. You have grown, you have awakened in new ways than you even realize right now, and I feel like you're still healing from this as well. So just know that at the end of this and on the other side of this, you're going to be even more awakened than you are currently in your energy. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I don't feel that there is a demon in your home. I don't see that maybe even this individual kind of brought in their own negative energy into your home, but they left. I feel like this is something that as soon as they left your life, or as soon as you left a circumstance, the negative energy is no longer with you. You've left it. It's no longer going to affect you anymore. So that is going to do it for this reading. I really hope that these messages were helpful to you, group one. If you did enjoy this reading and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know, or you can even just comment down below your favorite Halloween emoji in honor of my 31 days of pick a card tarot readings. If you have not done so already but you did enjoy this reading, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings, and also join me on this wild ride of 31 days of pick a card readings for the month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find my personal readings linked on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in and find out if there's any negative energy, negative entities. If you did welcome a demon into your home or into your life, let's find out with the tarot cards first. We have the Empress in reverse, the Page of Imps or Wands, the 8 of Bats, and the Justice card. Group 2, I do sense something surrounding you, and right away I wasn't sure, right away just from the cards alone, I wasn't too sure that this was actually a negative entity, but I do feel there's some kind of darkness surrounding you, and I don't say that to make you scared, but I do feel as though this thing or energy or entity is wanting to not let you get this message, I feel like. Because I did find that one of the cards was missing from your pile, so I did shuffle for the final card, which was Justice, which to me represents balance. This represents to me, I just see angels coming in, stepping in for you and fighting for you to protect you. Now, it is really important that you do call in your angels and that you do protect yourself, because I feel as though this energy or entity, you know, it comes in at your weakest points. It comes in when you're feeling really low vibrational, low energy. You may feel as though thoughts come up in your mind that are kind of self-degrading, and you may end up in a dark tunnel because of that. I feel with the image of the 8 of Bats or Swords energy that this energy almost swirls around you, group 2, and I feel as though it is important for you guys to know that this isn't your energy. This is either a negative energy surrounding you, or this could also be, I feel like maybe you're tapping into negative energy depending on where you're at. Maybe it is your home. I don't feel as though that you welcomed it in though. I feel with the Page of Imps or Wands, I feel as though this negative energy actually just gets attracted to you because you have such a bright light. And I'm also seeing with the Empress in reverse, I just feel like this could be a powerful energy at times, and I feel like the Empress for some reason is just making me, it almost is making me a little ill feeling the Empress energy. So I feel like this could be a negative entity as well that is almost like a female energy at times. So I do feel that, of course, not for all of you. It's very rare for anybody to really welcome a full-blown demon into their life, but for many of you who chose this pile, there is some kind of negative energy or entity, and I only say this to you and share these messages with you with the hopes that you can bring in the light and know that you're a little vulnerable. You know, just know that your light is shining bright, but you do have the power. You know, I just feel like you have the power naturally to set things right again with the Justice energy, because I feel as though all you need to do really right now is to call in your angels. I also see you getting some selenite, maybe carrying some tiger's eye with you as well, which I also have with me for this reading to protect you. Surround yourself with cleansing things. You can also get a singing bowl for your room, for your home, many singing bowls maybe, or just many crystals, whatever you feel resonates with you. You can get these types of things for your home to just make sure that you are always keeping your home cleansed and the energy clear, because if this is a strong energy, to be honest, you know, if this is something that you feel is very strong or powerful, you may actually need somebody to step in, physically and help you to, you know, remove the energy or entity from your house or from an attachment. But if you just feel like, you know, from time to time that there's something that almost gets in your head and feels like it's weighing you down or kind of eating away at you in some ways, this is probably because your light is so bright and you may even naturally sense these energies to begin with, and so it just makes you more of a target or just more vulnerable to energies getting in. And you know, this has happened to me as well. I tend to kind of, you know, from time to time I have attracted things, at least in my past. I feel like I've gotten to a good place in my life where I've kind of overcome that and I do take necessary precautions. But you know, it's something to take seriously, it's something to really think about. And it's also something that if you're a light worker, you know, if you're a light being naturally, if you just have this pure light, you may just want to get into a regular schedule of kind of making note of asking your guides for help, asking your angels to protect you, and also clearing the space. You know, I always keep my cards surrounded by selenite energy, which this is a very cleansing stone. To me, it's just like nice to have around. Literally, like, you can just hold it in your palm. Don't hold it for too long, because this will actually dissolve with the water in your skin, the perspiration, and also under actual water. So just be aware that this will dissolve, because it is salt, which is why it is so cleansing and why it is so purifying. So I would just recommend getting some of that for your spaces, wearing things like tiger's eye to protect you, and even burning sage from time to time. Just, you have to kind of keep up with it if you tend to attract these things, okay? Doing it once may be helpful, but things come back, so it's almost like you just have to kind of have a regular practice of doing that. So let's keep going with the oracle cards. We have superstition, transformation, and home. Okay, so you may find that, yeah, this is something that is needed for your home. And I do feel like you guys are going to be able to really transform your home. I feel like with justice as well, that you're going to set things right again and make things fair again. Because with superstition coming up with the black cat, I do feel like there may be something afoot, you know, something is awry here with your energy. And I felt a little bit of a pushback with doing your reading, as though, as I mentioned, they didn't want you to get these messages to protect yourself. Now, this doesn't mean that they're out, you know, not all negative energies are out to kind of like attack you or take over your body or anything like that. Some negative energies will just like to mess with you. They could be trickster type energies, which is not fun either. But just so you're aware, I feel as though, you know, definitely take the necessary precautions to claim your home. And claim it as your own space, your home, your apartment, whatever your sacred space is. Claim that as your own, and then take regular practice to, you know, envision light around your home, ask for protection and things like that. Okay, and next we have reflection, beauty, and trust. For some reason with reflection, I felt as though you may feel uncomfortable around mirrors in general, or black mirrors, you know, mirrors at night. As I know, you tend to see things in mirrors maybe when the lights are out and you don't like to look in them, maybe in your home. But I do feel between transformation and beauty appearing above transformation, I feel like you're going to actually undergo a transformation of your inner power, of your inner light, and regain your power, you know, regain your trust even in your own abilities and in your own protection from these types of things. But I totally understand that sometimes, you know, things can build up, and if we don't take the necessary precautions or set the intentions to cleanse our space and cleanse ourselves and keep things, you know, cleared and purified, then I feel like we can all kind of fall into this trap and kind of get stuck in that darker energy and that low vibrational energy. But I do see for you guys transforming it, turning your home back into a safe place, using your own power, your own intentions to do that, because I feel like you are holding your own light to do this. I feel like you do have the power within yourself, group 2. So that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and comment down below to let me know, or you could just comment down below your favorite Halloween emoji. I would love to see that, letting me know that you did get to this part of the video. Thanks so much for following along, and if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can join our family of celestial beings, and you can also join us for this wild ride of 31 days of tarot pick a card readings all throughout the month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find my personal readings listed on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon. Bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's dive in. We have 2 of bats in reverse. We have the Knight of Ghosts or Cups. We have the 5 of Ghosts and the Page of Ghosts. So right away, as you can tell, there's a lot of ghost energy or cups energy in this deck. It is ghosts and bats are the swords energy. But I feel as though, yes, I feel as though there is something, maybe negative energy surrounding you right now, maybe an entity. But I feel as though this is because you are a healer. You have a lot of water energy surrounding you. I feel too with the 2 of bats that you may be finding it hard to find a good direction. You may feel like your thoughts are clouded from time to time, or even maybe more consistently lately, and that kind of drew you to this reading. I feel with the 5 of Ghosts, for some reason I just instantly heard that there's somebody around you as well who you're picking up on their energy, and they may be really down right now, and their energy is almost like pulling you under. It's like I feel like you're getting swept under like a tide with their energy. But I feel like this may happen to you a lot, where you find yourself around somebody who is feeling down, and then you kind of take on their energy and try to lift them up, but in the process you're actually tiring yourself and weighing yourself down. Because with the ghost energy, this is cups, so this to me, when I see a lot of cup energy, water energy, I see a healer, you know, I see somebody who's an empath who really taps into the energy around them. And so what I'm sensing too is that there may actually be a spirit. This isn't a demon energy, this is a spirit energy. I feel like there may actually be a spirit who is attached to you, or attached to a relationship, a partner of yours with the Knight of Ghosts, maybe a loved one, but their energy is almost kind of bringing you down, or kind of making you feel tired. But I feel as though you are shutting it off. I feel as though you're almost disconnected from your intuition to an extent, which is actually kind of why you may feel these things, but you're not really sure why. You're not really sure where this energy is coming from, because you may be shut off to it. I'm feeling that you have the potential, you have a lot of potential, but you are shutting yourself off to it. So sometimes what happens, and it's not so much that you have to, you know, tap into these abilities if you don't want to, but sometimes I feel like you walk into a room, or you walk into a building or a space, maybe even in your home as well. You'll walk into the space, and space already has some type of energy, and you're taking it on, and you're not really realizing it. So you may feel depressed, you may feel down, or you have anxiety or something like that, but you're not sure why. It maybe even comes out of the blue, where you feel as though one day you're totally fine and happy, and then another day you're feeling really depressed, and your emotions are all over the place. And that's because you're picking up on energies of a spirit, or spirits around you, even like the kind of the energy just that's vibrating in an area, in a space. So it is important for you guys to use your tools, use selenite. I have a selenite wand here, and I always keep selenite and cleansing type stones. I have a clear quartz crystal as well. These are great, and they're really easy to find, clear quartz, to, and also selenite too, and it's not too expensive really. These stones aren't really very expensive, but you can find these types of stones and keep them close to you, keep them near you. Even carry them in your pocket. I carry things like tiger's eye. Obsidian will also protect you from negative energies. You can carry obsidian around with you, protect yourself, because you group 3 just happen to be healers. You know, you happen to be empaths, and you're picking up on so many energies that it may feel as though maybe you've crossed paths with a negative energy, an entity, maybe even a demon. And that is very rare for somebody to cross paths with that unless you're really welcoming it in, which I would not suggest doing at all. Don't welcome these things in, because it's harder to get rid of them than it is to kind of welcome them in. You just don't know when that is going to happen. And also because you guys are very sensitive to the other side. And I do want to mention too that this time of the year, I feel it too. It is, the veil is at its thinnest, you know, spirits are more active. You may hear more communication if you are tapping into that kind of thing, or you may sense energy. You may just sense that the energy throughout the entire season has just been heightened. And I feel it as the month progresses, all the way through Samhain or Halloween, all the way past it even into the winter, because the winter time is about kind of death and it gets a little quieter, but I do feel like it does last for a while. So, you know, you're not imagining things. I just want to reassure you, you're not imagining it. If you're sensing these energies, it is because you are sensitive to them. And so it is important to take care of yourself, because you may have a negative energy. I'm seeing for many of you, it is a spirit energy or multiple spirits. But I don't see a demon per se. But again, you could be vulnerable to this kind of thing. So definitely take care of yourself and don't welcome anything in. And always ask your guides as well. Ask your angels, especially when it does come to these kind of dark energies, that they just are up to no good. They feed off of fear and they feed off of more negative emotions and things like that. So ask your angels for some help. And let's get some more messages as well. We have expulsion, mystery, and ritual. So I'm wondering either, yeah, okay, you guys, I do feel like you have a spirit or some kind of energy, especially with these 3 cards. There's something that you may need to get rid of with expulsion. And I feel as though maybe with mystery too, I feel like this is what I was saying before, where you never really know what it is because you're just kind of sensing it. So even if you didn't welcome it in with some kind of ritual or playing a Ouija board or something like that, if you did play a Ouija board, this could be the case, you know, with this kind of a scenario where you've welcomed in something that you didn't intend to. Or if you're doing like a seance and you're not really sure what you're messing with, you can welcome something into your home. And definitely, you know, I wouldn't play those kinds of things in my home, but or play around with that kind of stuff in my home, but especially, you know, especially not in my home, but just not in general either. So if you are doing rituals, make sure they are with positive intentions. Make sure you're setting positive intentions and asking for help, because really manifestations, rituals, things like that can be positive things when done with the right intentions. Except the Ouija board, I would not play with that, honestly. I don't think the board is evil per se. I don't really think, you know, that it is evil on its own, but for whatever reason, it really is true that most things and most people let things in through that board. I think maybe there's just some kind of demon attached to that board. Maybe just enough things were done with that board that it has created some kind of negative portal, but I just wouldn't play around with that. There's other ways that you can connect with spirit, connect with the divine, and work with those energies without using that board. If you did, then yeah, it is important to cleanse your home, and you may actually need help with that if you do feel like this is a powerful energy. But if you just feel generally, again, if you feel generally this energy of not really knowing kind of why you're feeling a certain way or sensing things, it's not always bad. You know, I do want to mention that if you are a natural medium, if you are tapping into energies like this, sometimes the initial feeling is frightening. It's like a feeling as though somebody's next to you, but you can't see them sometimes too. But it's not always something bad. It's like you almost have to inquire a little further before you make a judgment, because your initial feeling is like there's a presence or there's like an energy, But once you inquire, you may find out that it's not a negative energy entity per se, or you may find that it is. But tapping into that is going to help you not feel like you're in such a feeling of like feeling lost with your emotions or with what you're sensing. You may find that it actually empowers you to kind of expand these abilities more and more, because just recently even I felt like somebody was standing right behind me. I was in my bathroom, I felt like somebody was standing right behind me, and I kind of got like really scared. I felt like the hairs stand up on the back of my neck because I felt someone right behind me, but then I realized that it was my grandfather letting me know that he was okay, and he had just recently passed, so it was nice to know that he had made it to the other side and that he was with my grandma, with family, and he was safe. But I didn't realize it was him at first because, you know, that initial feeling can be frightening, and if you don't really know to tap in further, you may just assume it's something negative that's trying to attack you. Not to say that you shouldn't take that seriously if you do feel that way, if that's what you are sensing, but always trust your intuition. And I also feel like with ritual, just as a final note, I do feel that this also means, you know, you may need to get into a ritual of lighting a white candle, you know, having stones around, asking for protection, lighting some sage or incense from time to time with the intention of cleansing your space, maybe getting a singing bowl and, you know, bringing the singing bowl every once in a while to clear the air. Those work really well. They feel really great using them because it just feels so powerful and cleansing. So the ritual may also be that you just kind of come up with a way to continuously clear your space, clear your energy. Okay, and next we have peace, protection, and discernment. Yeah, okay, so you're protected, you know, you guys, I feel as though too, you have an angel who is helping to, with this expulsion energy, I feel like you have an angel watching over you, who's protecting you, and who is also going to get rid of this. You know, as soon as you ask for help, you're going to find that peace kind of coming over you. Discernment is letting me know that you guys, you know, may need to be resolving this mystery within yourself. Discernment is telling me that, you know, it's important for you to learn when it is actually your energy and when it is not your energy. I feel as though you already know that, but you may be questioning it. So you may feel like this is not my energy, but then you're like, oh, that's just in my imagination. Or you may feel like I sense like a presence, but then you're like, ah, that's just my imagination. I'm totally imagining this is not true. But discernment is letting you know, you do know what the truth is. You know when it isn't your energy, but you may be pushing it aside as kind of just something fake or something that you're making up in your head, but you're not. I'm here to tell you, you're not making this up. So definitely keep that in mind moving forward. Group 3, I really hope that these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if it resonated with you. Or you can comment down below your favorite Halloween emoji to let me know that you got all the way to this part of the reading. And if you have not done so already, but you do enjoy these readings, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you would like to join our family of celestial beings, and if you would like to join me for this wild ride of 31 days of pick a card tarot readings for the month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you could find my personal readings listed on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 4. I have your pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's dive on in and find out if there's a demon in your home, if you welcomed a negative entity, what is the energy surrounding you right now. We have the 9 of Bats, the 5 of Imps or Wands, the 2 of Ghosts, and the Magician. Okay, for you group 4 with the 9 of Bats or Swords and the 5 of Imps or Wands, I feel as though you've had some difficulties with people, maybe family members, a group of people. I feel as though you may actually feel like people are out to get you. And I can see how their energy is probably very negative surrounding you. You may, I'm seeing with the 9 of Bats or Swords that you may be up at night, really kind of weighed down by what you've been facing lately. And even with the 2 of Ghosts, I feel like even in your relationships, you're feeling as though, almost as though you may be cursed even. I feel like that just kind of came to mind, where you feel like you may be, you know, cursed in your relationships, in your love life, cursed in your friendships or your family life. But I do feel, even though this energy feels very heavy, you also received the Magician energy, the Magician card. So I feel as though there's something stepping forward. There's a angel stepping forward, your spirit guides. They're stepping forward because they want you to know that they're giving you the power to create a new space for yourself. That you may even be setting intentions right now. You may even be manifesting something right now and setting intentions for a better, better circumstance or even a better relationship. I feel that there's this energy kind of from outside forces creating this pain within you. I do feel that there may be something that is antagonizing you in some ways. I feel like this may even be something from your childhood as well. I feel like there's either shadows or shadow selves or like an old pattern from your childhood that these circumstances keep coming around and around again for you as a cruel lesson, kind of a tough love type of lesson. And it's just too painful. I feel like you've kind of reached the end of the road with it, where you're just so sick of the same kind of things, or the same kind of people even coming up in your life over and over again. And I see with the 9 of Bats too, that you're coming to the end of this. You're going to be realizing, and I feel like you've already probably realized in some ways that, you've learned a lot from all of this struggle that you maybe have had with people or with relationships, either ending or people not meeting expectations, either being lying or just not being there for you. You're coming to the end of this, and I see that with the number 9, that there's a lot of shadow work happening here, that you're actually finally healing or cleansing and coming to a place of self-empowerment with the Magician card. You're coming into your own, you're coming into your control as well of your life and of your energy. This is somebody who is in their own power with the Magician card. I feel like you may realize in hindsight that you have to kind of walk through the fire of those circumstances in order to get to this place of the Magician energy where you're in your power. But there are spirits, there are angels walking beside you right now, because they hand selected this Magician card. I could just sense when I saw this card that this was hand selected by your angels to let you know that you're moving through this, that you're in your power. So let's keep going with your oracle cards. We have pleasure, clearing, and adventure. Okay, wow. This is clearing. You are clearing this from your energy. You're bringing in new pleasures and new relationships, I feel like too. Relationships that bring you pleasure, that bring you joy and happiness. And we have adventure. So even though, I feel like you've toughed out this adventure, that even though of life really, even though the things you've been almost on like a roller coaster, that by the end of it, you're going to, chalk it up to the journey, and then you're going to step out on a new adventure. And the adventure is going to be that you get to choose your final outcome. You get to choose what happens next. You're going to be in your power and in your control and in your alignment with your higher self. Things are clearing. I feel like the air is clearing, and I feel like whatever you're releasing right now, through the 9 of Bats, whatever you're releasing is bringing in a whole new life for you, a whole new adventure that you're just going to be excited for. All right, let's keep going. We have perception, faith, and harmony. You have been holding this perception of faith, I feel like, throughout. You've been holding on to that hope, that inner hope that things will come back into alignment for you, and I do see harmony. This harmony appeared above this adventure. I feel like this is your outcome, your final outcome. And I feel like and even in adventure, I'm just seeing the witch energy from this card, and we have the magician as well. So it's just showing like you are in your power, you are in your manifestation right now. If you have already been manifesting positivity in your life, this is clearing. The air is clearing from whatever negative energy is surrounding you. But I don't feel, just to kind of clear the air, I don't feel like this is a demon. I don't feel that way, but I do feel that you have faced a lot of inner demons. I feel like you have faced a lot of negative people, even, you know, vampires, almost energetic vampires who have been just sucking you dry. But I feel with perception, you're gaining new perception, you're holding onto your faith. You're going to have a new sense of faith even too on the other side of this, but you're manifesting harmony in your life, you guys. Okay, group 4, that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did feel like they were helpful, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if it did resonate with you, or you can simply comment down below your favorite Halloween emoji for this video, letting me know that you did get to the end of this video. And if you have not done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join our family of celestial beings and join us on this wild ride of 31 days of pick a card tarot readings for the entire month of October. So, which I'm super excited about. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find my personal readings listed on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.